Hello everyone, this is Vivian. I'll be explaining the 7th lab experiment in database today. So let's take a look at the question. So this is the experiment questions. It's all about triggers. So a trigger is basically a statement that executes automatically when you do any modification to the database. And we have to create the trigger mechanism. We have to specify the conditions under which the trigger executes and specify the actions also to execute the trigger. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is our first question. Create a simple trigger that does not allow delete operations on the supplier table. So this is the query we should type. Create or replace trigger T1 before delete on supplier for each row. Declare begin if deleting, then raise underscore application underscore error. Delete cannot be possible. End if end. So that's the query we should type, and the trigger is created. Okay, the next question. Create a trigger that raises an user-defined error message and does not allow updating the order table. So this is the query we should type. Create or replace trigger T2 before update on order 1 for each row. Declare begin if updating, then raise underscore application underscore error. Update operation cannot be executed. End if semicolon end semicolon. So this is the query you should type, and the trigger is created. Okay, moving on to the next question. Write a PL/SQL script to display the supplier details who has a rating greater than 3. So here we have to use cursors. So this is the query you should type. Declare cursor C1 is select star from supplier where rating is greater than 3. That's part of the question. We have to find whose rating is greater than 3. So we should type that. X supplier percentage row type begin open C1 semicolon dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Product IDs are fetch C1 into X while C1 percentage found loop dbms underscore output dot put underscore line X dot product underscore ID. Fetch C1 into X and the loop semicolon end. So that's how you create the PL/SQL procedure, and that's completed. Now moving on to the next question. Write a PL/SQL script to display the product names whose order quantity is greater than 10 using cursors. So here we use cursors again. Declare cursor C2 is select star from order quantity where order underscore quantity is greater than 10. Y order quantity percentage row type semicolon begin open C2, then the dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Product IDs are, that's the statement you want to put. Then fetch C2 into Y semicolon while C2 percentage found loop dbms underscore output dot put underscore line Y dot product ID fetch C2 into Y semicolon end the loop semicolon then end. So this is how you declare. Then the PL/SQL procedure is completed. Moving on to the next question. Create a trigger to warn when the supply quantity is greater than ordered quantity. So we have to create a trigger here. Create or replace trigger T3 before update on supplier for each row. Begin if new dot ordered underscore quantity is greater than old dot ordered underscore quantity, then raise underscore application underscore error. Update operation cannot be executed semicolon. End if semicolon then end semicolon. So that's how you create the trigger. Trigger is created. Moving on to the next question. Write a trigger to update the order table whenever the customer ID is updated in the customer table. So create or replace trigger T4 before update on customer for each row. Begin if new dot customer ID is not equal to old dot customer underscore ID. Then update, we have to use the keyword update order 1 O set O dot customer ID is equal to new dot customer underscore ID, and if semicolon then end. So the trigger is created. So this is all about triggers and cursors. That's all for the experiment. Thank you.